That's my H-Town. Please welcome to the blue corner, Michael Bosco.
Michael Bosco fighting out of Laredo MMA. I'll tell you, he's got a fight on his hands. I'm not too sure how much research he and his team did, but Oliver Jimenez has been in the Houston fight scene for quite a while now, his opponent, and but has been a very special kickboxer. Like only has done kickboxing. I know he's been grappling as of late, but this is going to be a tough debut. It was good to see Oliver get a matchup. I know sometimes these real high-level specialists, whether they be like a black belt in jiu-jitsu or a high-level striker, sometimes can go through some opponents. But Michael Bosco here at Laredo MMA seems prepared, seems down for the count. He's an athlete. Looks like he's ready to rock and roll. He's a pretty big bantamweight himself as well at 135 pounds.
Please welcome to the red corner, Oliver Jimenez.
Oliver Jimenez with a bit of a hybrid training camp. Coaches at Heritage Muay Thai under Michael Chase Corley. If you're into Muay Thai and you're out of Houston, you know the name Michael Chase Corley. You know, right out of college, I know he had went to Thailand, did a lot of fighting. He's a professional undefeated boxer with, I believe, all finishes. And I just watched Oliver fight in Oklahoma at a local tournament just a few months ago, and took on a really high-level guy, won a decision. You know, Oliver's got really good pressure, fast kicks, and I'll tell you, he's got some real power in his hands. And he's got Saul Solis in his corner as well, alongside Michael Chase Corley. Saul Solis, the Metro Fight Club general, you know, a very highly touted corner. You know, Oliver Jimenez got a lot of expectations going into this fight. And if anything, Michael Bosco's opponent, you know, he's got everything to gain, very little to lose. This should be a banger of a fight. I'm curious to see Michael's style of fighting. Kind of hoping he's a striker so we can see a really fun striking contest, but it is MMA. Anything can happen. That's why the sport is so much fun. Surprised we're not seeing Oliver in Muay Thai shorts. Choosing to rock board shorts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 134.8 pounds and representing Laredo MMA, this is Michael Bosco. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 133.6 pounds and represents Heritage Muay Thai and Metro Fight Club. And tonight, he makes his amateur debut. This is Oliver Jimenez.
Long-awaited mixed martial arts debut.
Of the action, Professor Joe Solis.
Oliver's a big 35er. Even when I've sparred with him, he's tough to move around. I mean, I think it's going to be in Michael Bosco's best interest to add some chaos into the mix here. You know, sometimes kickboxers can be slower starters, but I know Oliver will put combos together. Very aware of his range. Caught a front kick, hit him with that 2-3-2, big clinch knee. Notice how Oliver was able to use his elbows to keep his opponent from closing the distance and countering with the double leg. Really, really strong fundamental Thai clinch. Notice Oliver was able to just kind of slip right out of range. Hit him with a good 3-piece, exits out. You know, Michael's doing a good job staying offensive. I'd be curious to see how much research Michael did on his opponent. I'm curious if he knows the caliber of striker that he's fighting. Again, it's one thing you'll see Oliver do a lot is kind of stalk his opponents. Wait for them to either overcommit or miss and then look to counter. He won't take many big risks because he doesn't have to. And notice most guys would look for underhooks. Oliver does a good job using like a gooseneck collar tie to keep some space, Getting his elbows to the inside. Now he's opting to hit a whizzer. Oliver, no stranger to the clinch. This is mixed martial arts. You gotta wrestle, know how to grapple. But it's one thing you won't see Oliver do is overswing on his strikes. Everything's very deliberate, very technical. A good kicking arsenal here midway through this first round from Oliver Jimenez. Oliver catches the kick right into the clinch. Oh, and he hurt him with that knee to the body. He senses the finish. No wasted strikes, and Oliver gets a good finish. It was really that Muay Thai clinch knee that allowed him to get the finish. And you can just see Oliver's been here so many times before. He's very patient. I think Oliver is going to have a lot of success in the mixed martial arts game. I don't think he needs many more amateur fights either. Big win, and then props to Michael Bosco for taking on this challenge. Big win for Oliver Jimenez and the Heritage Muay Thai fight team, Metro Fight Club. Oliver very calculated, very patient. Really placed that knee right to the liver. And then even as his opponent was exiting on that liver knee, Oliver hit a two-piece with his hands, hit a low kick, followed up, warranted a good, safe stoppage. Congratulations to Oliver Jimenez.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Joe Solis stops this one 2 minutes, 5 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Oliver Jimenez.
Yeah, no wasted time, no wasted strikes. Very clean striking presentation here. Fury Fighting Chip Amateur Series. Oliver Jimenez, big win tonight.